Well, let's take a check on the two teams, and for West Ham the only doubt concerned midfield player Jeff Pike, who went off injured during the thrilling victory over Stoke in the Milk Cup on Tuesday. But he passed a test on his injured knee today, so with the notable exception of Trevor Brooking, West Ham can be said to be at full strength. Troubles though for Manchester United, with Ray Wilkins out with a fractured cheekbone, and then a dilemma today for manager Ron Atkinson. Both his central defenders, Kevin Moran and Gordon McQueen, had to have tests, but both passed them this morning. But then he felt that he couldn't really risk both of them playing today, and with a man like Martin Buchan standing by, well, Martin gets his chance, and it's Gordon McQueen who is left out, and that of course releases Brian Robson into the midfield position. The referee today is Dennis Hedges from Headington in Oxford. So it's West Ham who kick off, attacking the goal to our left, against Manchester United's side, who've not won at Upton Park in their last 10 visits. It's quite a remarkable record, but of course they come here number 1 in the league at the moment, with West Ham lying 5th. Kevin Moran playing it wide here for Mike Duxbury, and Whiteside finding Koppel, and a foul there on Koppel by Alan Devonshire, giving Manchester United the free kick. And for Stapleton, Martin's giving him very little leeway, but Stapleton has kept possession, but Clark has come back. Oh my word, there wasn't much room there, and the crowd are howling that Paul Allen was shoved into the running track and may well have plumped into the signboards there. The upshot of it all is a throw for Manchester United amidst the boos of the crowd, and that'll be taken by Ashley Grimes. Whiteside. Oh, and that'll fall for Koppel, and driven there. Oh, it very nearly went in. Stapleton almost getting the rebound off Phil Parks. It's a goal kick, and the ball suddenly squirting there to Steve Koppel. And it was a piece of good fortune there for Manchester United, and Parks couldn't hold it, and Stapleton couldn't quite turn it back. Hard with the throw. Quarter of an hour, no score, and here's Clark. Van der Elst has sneaked in on the far side. Oh, Goddard's there as well. Tries something on the turn. Van der Elst gets it back to Pike. Pushed away by Bailey. But they very nearly made something out of nothing there, West Ham. Clark played his part. Goddard tried to turn. That was a nice ball played back by Van der Elst, and superbly struck by Pike. Turned away by keeper Gary Bailey. West Ham's corner. Alan Devonshire with it. Alvin Martin advancing from the far side, and Billy Bonds. Van der Elst now. Will he get this one on the volley? Will he get it again? Left foot. Clark. No foul, in spite of the howls of the crowd, and the referee, I think, was right. And Bailey's throw finds Whiteside. Grimes outside it. Muren. Now Albiston. Grimes again for United. Albiston playing it in early, and Paul Allen got back for West Ham. Manchester United's throw. United have lost only one league game all season, and that was away to West Bromwich Albion. Muren. Deep across this time, and here's Duxbury, who was allowed by West Ham to get in there, and he did well to get his cross in, and Parks had to stretch against Whiteside and concede the corner. But a good piece of work by Mike Duxbury, and a little on the slack side really. West Ham, I think, assuming that that ball was going to go out of play. Well, now they have to face any problems this corner from Koppel might produce. Oh. Well, Parks saw that late as it just skimmed the head of Stapleton. touch by Muren. Van der Elst. Trying to get Pike on his way. Oh, bad luck by Pike. The calculations weren't quite right, but the intention was excellent. Because once Van der Elst had played Pike through, he looked up and thought he would just try and curl it beyond Bailey, but the calculations, as I say, weren't quite right. Stewart in, Pike, Van der Elst. Clark, Goddard, looking to get the finishing touch, and does so! So Paul Goddard scores. Gary Bailey, I fancy, wouldn't be all that happy with it. And West Ham's persistence pays off. A nice touch there by Sandy Clark. Goddard taking it well, nice little bit of headwork, and under the falling body of Bailey to put West Ham into the lead. West Ham 1, Manchester United 0, 32 minutes. Paul Goddard the scorer, the man who many believe is on the verge of something for England, and maybe even in the squad for that match upcoming against Greece. Well, he's done his chances no harm by getting on the score sheet again, and that for the 6th time this season. Devonshire, also of course a great candidate for the match in Greece. Van der Elst, a driving shot which looked for a moment as though it might finish a long way wide, but in the end didn't leave Gary Bailey an awful lot to spare. At least so it seemed from this angle. Curling away right at the last. Muren again. Koppel operating down that left flank. Oh my goodness, against the crossbar, and West Ham was so lucky there, and Koppel so dreadfully unlucky. Wasn't sure whether he meant that as a cross in the first place. Don't know whether he did, but if you give him the benefit of the doubt, that was always angling away from Phil Parkes, and it just came off the crossbar. Oh, Muren almost knocking out his teammate Brian Robson, and now Clark on his way, and saved by Gary Bailey, knocked away by Duxbury, and just as Koppel had hit the crossbar at one end and almost made it 1-1, so West Ham came roaring away and almost made it 2-0. Bailey just getting his hand to that shot from Clark, and as Goddard came in, Duxbury got it away. This is the corner then. Devonshire with it. Martin steaming in there, but didn't make a contact. It came off Moran presumably, and provides West Ham with another corner. About 5 minutes to half time. Jeff Pike will take this one. Come for Devonshire. Now what to do? Oh, and a nice little ball there, but the one back from Goddard wasn't nearly accurate enough. In any case, I think Devonshire had gone offside. It was a lovely and totally unexpected ball that Devonshire played through to find Paul Goddard. That's a good ball there by Muren. Again, Koppel, who's probably causing West Ham more trouble than anybody else in this first half. Albiston, Whiteside, a good ball played there, played in again, and surely Robson, and he'll be kicking himself for not making more of that opportunity. Very good work involving about 5 United players, and in the end it was Whiteside who turned it back. A little touch in there, and suddenly here's Robson, but he couldn't really get any power in his shot. With Moran, just stuck out the foot, and found Alan Devonshire, who's got support from behind from Lampard. Inside is Goddard. Oh, a lovely ball played by Goddard for Devonshire. Must be number 2. No, it was knocked away at the end. by Arnold Muren. What a nice touch there. What a beautiful touch that was by Goddard. And Devonshire coming in, and in the end Muren just got in. So another corner for West Ham. Bonds and Martin up once again. A deep one towards Alvin Martin. And he was the one who was fouled apparently. Stapleton gives Manchester United a free kick as we come inside the last minute of the first half. So West Ham get a wall organised, only 3 in it. Goddard, Pike and Allen, joined by Devonshire. That's 4. Robson driving it high into North Bank. Half-time whistle, and a very good first half indeed. West Ham going in, leading with Paul Goddard's goal, and certainly he won't have done his prospects any harm at all with England and Bobby Robson in mind. And I suppose the other good news for Bobby Robson would be that Steve Coppell seems to be back into his sparkling best form. He's caused West Ham more trouble than anybody else, and of course hit the crossbar to boot. Half-time then here at Upton Park. West Ham 1, Manchester United 0. So full value for the West Ham crowd in the first half, and they'll be looking forward eagerly to the start of the second. So Manchester United get the second half underway, attacking the goal to our left, and of course that goal down. Side with a marvellous defensive record, which has done so much for them in these opening weeks of the season. Nice kick there by Stewart. So only 8 league goals in 11 games. It's work at the other end they've got to do to get back this goal. Well, there's a foul there quite clearly by Buchan on Goddard, and a free kick to West Ham. Stewart with the kick. Alvin Martin up there once again, a tall, menacing figure. Both he and Clark and Billy Bonds were all in there at that one. Pike trying to hold them off, and leading the charge there was Brian Robson. What a good ball it was, played to Coppell, who was the only man who was left up. Now Albiston, the momentum's gone out of it a little bit. It enables West Ham to get a few back, but Coppell can always be a danger. Albiston now playing it in early. Billy Bonds getting firmly behind the ball, and United getting a throw. Albiston. And again for Bonds once more to make the clearance, and then Stewart to help it into touch. And the Manchester United manager wanting to be a little nearer the action. Ron Atkinson spent the first half in the director's box, and now on the touchline. Gordon McQueen just behind him, and Remy Moses. Beautifully flighted ball over Muren, and Bonds playing it in for Van der Elst, in turn getting it through to Goddard, and Clark is in there. Handball, was it? Yes, and a penalty given. A real raking move there by West Ham. Applause by Sandy Clark for the decision given. Bonds playing it in. Van der Elst played his part there, and then it became pin table stuff. And somewhere there was a claim for the handball there, presumably by Ashley Grimes. And so Ray Stewart, 3 goals, all from the penalty spot this season. And certainly Gary Bailey will know that the way Ray Stewart hits them, they stay hit. He normally hits them with tremendous power, and now he has the opportunity to put West Ham 2 up and give them some breathing space. So Stewart against Bailey, and it's 2-0. The customary bang from Ray Stewart from the penalty spot, and the customary result as well. 4 out of 4, and putting West Ham 2-0 into the lead. Robson. Well, it would be a great moment for United to get one back. No penalty given there. The referee had a good long hard look at it, I must say. Decided that there was no foul, and Grimes obviously protested far too much. And Grimes will go into the ball. Well, this was the penalty that United claimed. There was a shove maybe outside the box, and he sent Ashley Grimes off. Well, that's sensational. Steve Coppell's having a word with the referee about it. Well, in the first place, it appeared that he was booking him for something he said and arguing about the penalty not being given. Now, whether he continued to argue and that was the reason Dennis Hedges took that action, I don't know. But Ashley Grimes sent off, and Ron Atkinson's team a man down and 2 goals down. By Billy Bonds on Stapleton. Alberston. Stapleton. Now Whiteside. Oh my goodness. How that didn't get swept in by either Stapleton. Who was it? Moran going in as well. Stapleton's header down, Whiteside banged it in there, Stapleton and Moran both diving in, but it was wide and a goal kick. Goddard. Good play by Pike. Allen finding Devonshire, who's got Coppell coming after him, but that pass won't be any good for Clark. Here's Robson again. They've really battled well since they were reduced to 10 men, United. Showing the same competitive spirit that allowed them to come back from 2 down last week against Manchester City, and Coppell's shot pushed away there by Phil Parks. Coppell's been most impressive all afternoon, and Parks pushing that one on the bounce wide for the corner. Coppell himself will take it. Stapleton, Moran is prepared to launch himself from the far side of the penalty area. You don't have to have me to tell you that Robson is in there somewhere as well, but there's a shove in the back by Whiteside on Allen, right under the eyes of the referee by that near post. Clark somehow getting it down for Pike. Goddard just trying to get in there. Pike might go all the way and makes it 3. Jeff Pike. Well, he rode his luck well, and I suppose couldn't believe it in the end when suddenly the ball's at his feet and Bailey was spread before him. Again, he goes round Bailey and tucks it into the back of the net. Well, it's been quite a week for Jeff Pike. His wife gave birth to a little daughter earlier this week. Their second child, they already had a little boy, and now he probably has just about made it safe for West Ham. 3-0. So Kevin Moran finding Frank Stapleton, and now Whiteside. Well, it wasn't far away. He was thinking all the time, again trying to lift it over Phil Parks. Good swift move that, and lovely ball played by Stapleton. And he cut inside well, and just flicked it. He hoped over Parks, but sadly for him over the crossbar as well. Takes it up. Oh, inch perfect there for Van der Elst. Played on the game. Bonds! my goodness, what a goal that would have been. And the crowd are rising and applauding that superb move. And the Belgian Van der Elst almost scored, what would have been a truly magnificent goal. Just wide. Touchdown nicely there by Whiteside. And Bonds under a bit of pressure. It's not away yet there. Buren putting it into space there. And Whiteside's goal is disallowed. He must have been offside as he thrashed that ball past Phil Parks. Looks certainly there to be, yes, in an offside position. Linesman right. Oh, I don't know, there was Lampard coming in, but the linesman obviously felt that it was offside. Stapleton laying Moran in again and saved well by Parks. Moran obviously remembering the goal he scored here last year in a 1-1 draw, and now getting Manchester United the corner with about 3 minutes left. Jump there by Martin. Oh, and a tremendous save by Parks from Duxbury. That would have crept in just by the post. Caught that brilliantly on the volley, and that would have crept in but for Parks. And an offside against Clark. Free kick to Manchester United. Oh, and they took it quickly. Whiteside, a bit of quick thinking there, and he might be rewarded. No, he won't, because Martin was there. A little turn there by Allen, but the pass to Van der Elst wasn't all that it might have been. We're into time, added on for injuries at the end of what's been a really good afternoon for West Ham, and it may not be over yet. Goddard taunting and teasing Moran and sending Van der Elst in. Across the face of the goal, and the goal kick. They've been so positive for most of the afternoon, West Ham, and there's Van der Elst making the overlap. There's Goddard saying, go on, have a bang at that one. And it goes across the face of the goal and just misses the far post. Look at the expression on the face of Van der Elst. So it's Robson. They've really battled away, Manchester United, against the odds, particularly after Ashley Grimes went off. Buren, Whiteside, and that could be a corner. Yes, just coming off the studs of Ray Stewart. Buren with it. Deep one there. Koppel trying to turn it back. And a goal by Kevin Moore. Well, it's got to be no more than a consolation right at the end there for Manchester United, but he scored in this game last year and he's done it again now. Following the corner, a little bit of play here, and good play there by Koppel, well controlled by the big defender and giving Parks no chance to get United on the score sheet. So West Ham 3, Manchester United 1. Almost the last kick of the game. Van der Elst. Final whistle. A great afternoon for West Ham, deserving their victory with the goals by Goddard, Stewart from the penalty spot, and Pike. That late one from Kevin Moran, and the sending off of Ashley Grimes, making it a pretty sad afternoon overall for Manchester United. Final score, West Ham United 3, Manchester United 1.